Welcome, everybody, to Terraria. Yesterday, I beat the second boss of the game, arguably the penultimate boss of the game, in fishing clothes, like what I almost did with Plantera. I completely didn't realize that was obviously a full-blown accident. I had it ever since I sort of took that break to go and get the Wrath Potions or whatever after the couple of first failures. That's when I swapped over to the Angler gear and forgot to swap it back. So from now on, in the interest of not fucking myself over like that, I am going to be not wearing any cosmetic armor at all. It was convenience that was really making the game a lot harder for me. Bear in mind that we tried fighting the Lunatic Cultist, what, like twice? Maybe 3 times with the Beetle gear? And then the second I wore the Angler clothes with half the defense and other bonuses, or not even half the defense, it was like 29 defense with the Angler clothes, we beat it. So on the plus side, though, I did beat the penultimate boss of the game without any armor. Today, we're going to try and finish off the pillars. I'm actually going to wear some armor this time, so it might be a little less of a stressful experience taking years off my life. In between episodes, though, I've specifically set up and adjusted the area for grinding out mobs. I opened it up a lot more, as you can see. It's a complete fucking mess. I bought a shitload of dynamite, I went butt wild on it, and made sure it was properly open. To be honest, it made no difference, and I feel like I kind of wasted a lot of gold. But on the plus side, it means that we can change it with the Contaminator into whatever area we want. Last time it was surrounded by a lot of Hallow blocks, but now if I take the Contaminator and hit it with a green solution, it'll obviously turn it back into regular. Hit with the blue solution, we can make it hallowed. If we want to grind particular gear or need like a certain amount of Souls of Light or anything, we can do that really, really easily now. So it's got that benefit, I guess. The cool thing is, while I was down there, I got another Titan glove, and that means we can combine it with the Feral glove to make another Avenger glove, or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, it is. Is it mechanical glove? I don't remember. So the reason I want to do this is, hang on, let me also get the melee emblem out of my piggy bank. While I was fighting it, I bought a set of the Tiki gear from the Witch Doctor so that I could go down to that area and farm out a lot of stuff. I was also using the Lucky Coin and the Treasure Magnet along with the Mystic Blade Staff. The reason I was using that one is because they can fly through solid blocks. So that made it just a bit more convenient. Sure, they don't do as much damage, but it was a bit more convenient. Anyway, so the Avenger Emblem right now just does 12% increased damage, right? The Warrior Emblem does 15% increased melee damage. So for us, the Warrior Emblem is better than the Avenger Emblem. So we can upgrade the Avenger Emblem into the Mechanical Glove, which of course we don't have because we made it into a Fire Gauntlet. The Mechanical Glove gives a 12% increased melee damage and speed. So not only does it have identical stats to the Avenger Emblem, but it gains 12% speed bonus as well. So the actual DPS on this is massive, but we don't want to make another Avenger Emblem because this is better than the Avenger Emblem, if that makes sense. We could stack all of them together, but we haven't got enough room in our accessories for that shit, especially when I take off this stuff. So that's going to add a lot more damage. That's going to give us a lot more DPS. Might not seem like a huge amount, but it was definitely worthwhile. The main reason I was down there, though, was not to actually get a power glove or anything like that. Mainly because, you know, it's almost impossible to try and kind of bank on something like that. I was down there specifically to grind out a shitload of gold so that anything we craft this episode or anything that we want to reforge, like, say, for example, what are you doing there? Like, for example, obviously the new Mechanical Gauntlet, even though it's lucky, we might not want to reforge that. But we probably want to sort that over. So I've got up to 17 platinum, almost 18 platinum there. I spent a little bit reforging the Death Sickle, because that allows us to hit through solid blocks. And when the Rock Golems turn up, the Blade Staff really struggles with taking those out. So I reforged the Death Sickle so I could still help out a little bit there, hit a few enemies. But overall, it was actually really, really good for our money amount, as you can see. So fingers crossed, with this much platinum, we can reforge anything into whatever the hell we want. Even then, I know it's not a massive amount of gear. Let's put on the Beetle gear, and let's just make sure that we're ready to go and fight that Solar Pillar. That's what I want to do. The Solar Pillar can actually... Bollocks. The Solar Pillar can actually provide a huge amount of benefits to us. Now, obviously, we can't make any armor yet, but we can make the... I forget what it's called, like the Solar Flare or something like that. It's kind of like a whip kind of spear thing that can hit through solid blocks, and it's very fast-firing too. Man, this is going to be so good. Like, the 12% extra melee speed, stacking with everything else we've got, plus the Beetle Armor's stacking speed bonuses as well. We might be able to out-heal the damage that we're going to take from the Solar Pillar. So there's obviously comments on yesterday's episode as well, besides laughing at me for wearing the wrong gear again. A lot of people were saying, make sure we stay grounded by the Solar Pillar. Otherwise, that dirty little centipede thing will absolutely annihilate us. Oh, and that's another thing, too. I've been using the Discord, the Rod of Discord, mainly because, A, the pillars don't work, so I can't teleport in certain places, but to getting in, for getting into the whatever you want to call it, the mob farm down here. Because I've built solid blocks around the edge, you need to teleport in. Saves obviously ripping it apart every single time. We're on a Discord has kind of won me over a little bit, I will admit. Don't know how practical it will be to use against certain bosses, but we can always give it a go later on. Alright, here we go. I'm going to stand as far to the edge as possible. I hate the fact that we've got to stay grounded, though. That makes this really, really fucking tricky. The question is, do we want to try and out-heal, or do we want to go for pure damage? Kind of difficult to say. Maybe I could go in, aggro a few, and then back off like this, because that will still damage the pillar. Bear in mind, we found out before when we were fighting them in our house that it worked. Hello. That this worked fine last time. Yeah, you can see the damage actively going onto the shield there. I feel like this is probably the safest way to deal with all of these pillars. Kind of get slightly out of their range, and then jump back in, get a few more to spawn in, and then jump back out again. Okay, there's the centipede. Gotta watch out for that fucker again. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it will be too difficult having a strategy a little bit like this. Get out of here, you big shit. Oh, we've got the meteors. Damn it. We've got the meteors coming in the other side now that I gotta be careful of. We could buy a what? Selenian? The hell is a Selenian? This is still not going to be easy. As it said, this is the hardest of all the pillars, and unfortunately, it's the one that I kind of want to get done so that we can at least get a weapon upgrade. I don't think I've done this yet on a video, but this is also kind of fun where you dash forward and then get on your pirate ship and you're immediately basically at top speed. There is a potentially practical benefit of that if you need to turn direction, you can drop out of the pirate ship, dash in the other direction, immediately start accelerating. It's a little tricky to pull off, and I will admit, it's more than you probably want to think about if you're midway through a boss fight, but it is potentially something to bear in mind for when we fight the Empress of Light during the daytime, because I will be doing that. I imagine that'll probably be the final boss of the game. We'll probably leave that until the very, very end, and then obviously we'll maximize DPS and kind of go for a very specific build against that boss. Decided to build a little bit of a bridge as well to get over there, just so that we can escape and kind of do some dodging a little bit sooner. But all it takes really is one step over there, and then they are flanking us on both sides, so we've got to be a little bit more careful about things. These things are the annoying ones. Luckily, the fireballs and whatever we can knock out of the sky, but these friggin' meteor... I think the best thing to call them is the big meteor heads. Which might be a little bit confusing, but they are a massive pain in the ass. Jesus, wow. Even with the dodges, they're just so aggressive. They're just so insanely aggressive. Let me see if I can set the spawn point a little bit closer. I'm not entirely sure about the rules around it, because we can't use the pylon network while there are pillars going on. Similarly, I actually wanted to try and spawn in the UFO invasion again, but apparently we can't do that while there's the pillars in the world as well, which makes things a bit of a pain in the ass, because there's a couple of useful items we could have potentially got from that. Oh, they're still here. Jesus. Maybe I'll take them out first, and then we'll try and set a new spawn point. Oh. Oh? Interesting. They get stuck very easily, don't they? I wonder if we could use that to our advantage a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to try and set down a spawn... Excuse me. Excuse me. There we are. I'm going to try and set down a spawn point in here. Just see if we can. Yes, we can. Excellent. That's going to save us a little bit of time. This is a very, very slow tactic, but it is working without fail. Just kind of stepping over the line slightly, letting a couple of enemies spawn in, dealing with those guys, stepping back over the line, etc. Rinse and repeat until eventually we're done. Now, one thing I've noticed as well, even though the centipede is kind of like a... How would I describe it? Kind of a hazard more than anything else. Kind of a stage hazard. We can use it to farm up some health. There is actually a hurt box right at the end of the tail. It doesn't have a health bar or anything, but you can use it to heal up, and you can actually kill it as well if you do enough damage to it. But it's quite nice just to be able to farm it up and get some free health out of it. I think that's the end of it. Let me just double check. I also caught a prismatic lacewing. I accidentally almost killed it, which would have been absolute chaos with all of this other shit going on as well. Right, let's see if we can get in there quickly before the damn centipede spawns in. How are you still alive? Hello. I wonder if I can make this a spawn point quickly, just in case. Oh, the shield's still up. Oh, shit, look, there's a very small amount left. Oh, there, that'll do it. Okay, fair enough. Right. Hopefully, that will let us get it. Shield's down? There we are. Okay, good shit, good shit. What we're going to do is just try and kill it the same way we did last time. If we die in the process, doesn't really matter too much, but I think we're safe. Okay. That's another one sorted. I should probably take this embalming station with me. Given that, you know, we went to kind of a fair amount of effort to get it. We're not exactly going to get another one anytime soon, are we? Right, let's take out that friggin' centipede as well so I can fly home. Is it dead? Oh, there it is. Get out of here. Okay, it's got a hurt box on the tail somewhere. Unfortunately, it's about the only place we can actually hit the damn thing. I guess we'll fly and try and bait it out a little bit. That'll do it. Okay. Good. We actually have access to the desert again. Well, I'm not sure if we actually have access to the desert again, because I'm pretty sure the pylons, again, don't work until the whole lunar event is dealt with. What do we get? 56 solar fragments. Apparently in master mode, you do get slightly... Yeah, there you go. Shit. What a pain in the ass. You do get slightly more Fragments to make up for the fact that obviously it's much more of a ball like compared to Expert and everything. If I'm not mistaken, oh, we actually got a Blessed Apple as well. That's kind of cool. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to make some melee weapons. We've got Solar Eruption or Daybreak. Now, I'm pretty sure Daybreak is the really good one. We could craft both, but I want to save some, obviously, for the armor and also so that we can craft the item that lets us summon the Moonlord without having to do the whole solar thing again. Because we can look at what we need for the solar flare armor or something like that. I want to see how much it actually takes for the full set. 20, 10, 15. So we need 45 bars overall, or 45 of these fragments. What I'll do then is I'll keep specifically 45 aside. Oh, God. We can't make anything in that case. I'm going to make Daybreak, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, okay. So that one's like the Javelin, and then the other one is the... We're going to have to do it again anyway, so we might as well expend it all. And then Solar Eruption is the whip that we have. Yeah, that one's pretty cool as well. They're both very, very good weapons. I'll get rid of that, and I think I'll probably get rid of... That's a hard choice. Maybe the Possessed Hatchet? Because this is very, very good. Obviously, 212. The Vampire Knives are insanely good for when we get kind of low. We're still on the potion cooldown or something like that, as long as I can keep the dodging up. So go ahead and bank the Possessed Hatchet and the Murderous Death Sickle. Daybreak has 252 melee damage. That's without being forged, and more importantly, that's without all of our other buffs on it as well. So this thing seems like it could really be the weapon of choice. That seems insanely good. Let's go ahead and quickly take a look at what the best reforge on that is. I imagine because it's kind of a projectile melee weapon, it might not be legendary modifier. Yeah, godly or demonic on that one. And here's where we're hoping that 18 platinum, whatever the hell I had, will be enough to make a difference here. Is my discount card still in the piggy bank? Hang on. Discount card. There we are. We can't move these guys. Maybe we can move them back to the snow now. Might make them a little bit happier. Although I genuinely cannot be asked waiting for them to move over there. Waiting for both the mechanic and him to move over there. Let's just get this shit done right now. Hang on. Right. Reforge and then Daybreak. 13 gold. Okay, that's actually really good. What did I say? Zealous or demonic, right? Oh, sorry. Godly or demonic. Fine. Boom. That was easy. Wow. That was really, really fast. 289 melee damage versus 212 on the Influx Waver. And then let's also get this one reforged as well. Again, I imagine this one probably will allow us to go for... What's it called? The Solar Flare? Solar Eruption. This one I imagine is probably legendary, given that it's more of a traditional one. Solar Eruption. Oh, is godly or demonic again? Weird. Okay. Godly or demonic. Keen. Strong. Hurtful. Forceful. Come on. Oh, no. We got 15 platinum. Oh, we'll obviously get it long before then. Godly or demonic. Oh, that's it. We're good. Sweet. What does that one do? 203. Man, they're so good, aren't they? This one has the benefit, though, of being able to hit through blocks and do that kind of cool explosion at the end. I'll have to test this one out. We'll go to the next pillar, and obviously that'll be the best place to really see how effective these weapons are. Should have really brought bed with me, shouldn't I? Set close to spawn point. In fact, I think the other one is, yeah, right here. So it's not exactly inconvenient, is it? They stick in enemies. Oh, I remember how this one works. It sticks in an enemy and does persistent damage. So it will... Kind of similar to the fiery debuff. It's somewhat akin to that. Okay, that's kind of cool. What about this one? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I didn't want to check that. I just actually thought I'd die. This one seems like a much easier pillar than the last one, though. My God, we can actually stand in the pillar for more than 2 seconds. Well, let's get in there and put a bed just immediately in this kind of first building here. That way we can jump straight on the platform afterwards. There we go. Okay, good shit. And that doesn't respawn us directly inside the event either, but it's kind of convenient enough to... Wow, that was... like 500, 700 there on the crit. My God. These things are a pain in the ass, aren't they? Why can't I dodge? I wasn't able to dodge then. I don't know why. Good. Maybe they have some sort of like silence debuff. Let's give that another go. I'll just see if I can work that out. Doesn't seem to be anything. What? Oh, right. That explains it. Not quite as bad as the, not quite as bad as the angler thing, I will admit, but still a little bit of a pain in the ass. Oh, great. An enemy that can come through the fucking floor. The Milky Way Weaver. Mortal enemy of the Milky Bar Kid. Let me back in. I quite like this spawn point, too. It works out pretty well, because the enemies don't quite... We're not quite far away enough for these guys to obviously escape and despawn as well. Twinkle Popper. Good God. Those things are so fast. The flow invaders, it's instant. That's insane. I assume this is the point of these pillars, right? That you're kind of expected to die multiple times against them, because otherwise, this is fucking madness. This is insane. Good God. Okay, yeah, for those things, I don't know if there's some sort of trick to them, but it seems like whenever you kill the actual main thing, the other little things that orbit around it do a ridiculous amount of damage. Maybe this is an area where I should be flying a little bit more. But on, we can kind of fly with this one. Gotta watch out for the... Yep. Watch out for the enemy spawning right on top of us. Good God. This is going to take some time as well, isn't it? Well, this works. I feel like it shouldn't, but it does. You can just apparently sit inside a house and none of the enemies can open the doors. The only thing you have to worry about, obviously, sitting in here is the little centipede thing that can actually go through the floor, but nothing else can even touch us here. Excellent. I think that's it. Yeah, that one was super, super easy. Just hiding in the house. And then this weapon, I think, out of the two, even though it's got this the lower melee damage, so to speak, it definitely seems to be a lot more of an effective weapon against things. Let's give this boy a go with it. Well, why can't I fly? I'm going insane here, but I seem to have not have my pirate ship available. Excuse me. What the hell happened there? Is that like this pillar specialty? You can't fly near it? No, we've done it before. Let me just double check that. Might have accidentally disabled it or taken it off or something. But that's another one down. I think today we might be fighting Moonlord. I mean, we'll get the other pillar down as low as possible. Why can I not fly? Whoa. Fucking game. Apparently it's working now. Well, there we go. We'll get the other pillar down as low as is kind of necessary. And then just before we shatter it, we'll go and get ourselves buffed up. Get all the buff potions, get the sharpening station, etc. And then we'll go kind of butt wild after that. Excuse me, can I fly now? There we are. Goodness, why that wasn't fucking working last time. And we're done. Dead again, but done more importantly. 2 more deaths to throw on. What about this one? Milky Way Weaver. Right, there you go. There's 3 more right there. And then let's go. Oh, there's another gravestone. Flow Invader, right, that must be another one. And then we got one there as well, which is another Flow Invader. So it's like 5 for this pillar. Much better than Solar Pillar, where there was about 500. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. It was just took much, much longer, because, of course, it was only spawning in, like, 1 enemy at a time there. So we got another 65 Stardust Fragments. Got quite lucky on that one. But it's anywhere between, like, 50 and 70 you can get in Master Mode. It's definitely higher than Expert Mode, let's put it that way. So where's the final one of our pillars that we've got to deal with? Over by the jungle, that's the Nebula Pillar. I don't remember any of these. Now, I should also say that I've only fought Moonlord once previously. And that was in expert mode once. So this is going to be interesting. I don't remember many of his attacks. Don't remember many of his moves. I imagine this is going to take multiple attempts. The issue is, I think if we die now, we have to do all of the pillars again, don't we? Fucking hell. Okay. Well, I don't remember quite how it works. Oh, no, hang on. I think you can combine the fragments that you get from the pillars into things that let you fight Moonlord directly, rather than having to do this whole bloody thing again. Oh, that's always a great start. Let me just go and look that up, because if we're in for another whole pillar run, that's going to drive me a little bit insane. Solar fragments. Yes. Okay, so 20 of each fragment we can craft into a Moonlord summoning sigil. So, I mean, I hope I've got 20 of the fiery ones left, otherwise that's going to fucking suck. We do. We have exactly 20. That was so lucky. Holy shit. So we've got 1 Moonlord attempt, obviously, when we finish off the last pillar, and then we've got another one from the fragments. So even if we don't win this time around, we can consider it kind of a trial run. Obviously, I'd like to be able to defeat it this time around, otherwise that's going to be... That might pose us with a whole other episode of killing pillars, and again, only for another attempt. I guess if we lose again, we have the bonus of, if we have to do the pillars again, not having to spend it on anything, because we've got the melee weapon. That's really all we're interested in this stage, right? It doesn't really craft into anything else without the gear that you've defeated Moonlord to get, the Luminite bars. So, on the plus side, if we have to fight all of the pillars again, from that we can probably craft another 3 or 4 Moonlord attempts. Never know, this time I might have remembered to fight the Lunatic Cultist with some actual armor on. Wouldn't that be... Oh, you can just fly straight through. I thought it was going to do damage then. Wouldn't that be novel? Oh, there's already a bed in there. No, get out of here. Shut the door. Let me sleep. Good, we're good. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Nice and convenient there. I suppose that also is another benefit to the kind of housing village system they've got in this version, that you can kind of set your spawn points much, much more sensibly. I need to, in the future, when we come back to Terraria for some modded runs, I need to make sure that I'm putting beds in all the NPC houses just because of the convenience of it. Oh, they can hit you through walls. Well, we can't scum this one up as easy as we scummed up the last one, unfortunately. Wow, this one's been an absolute anus, so we're going to have to count up all these gravestones afterwards. But setting your spawn point in a base where there's a load of enemies that could shoot through walls, turns out that doesn't really end particularly well. Anyway, I think that's the shield down now, so we can kind of head over there and hit the... There we go. Okay, good shit, good shit. Let's see if we can do this in one go so that I don't have to... Never mind. Yeah, see, this is the issue with this zone, is the enemies being able to hit you from quite a fucking distance. They're all absolute crack shots as well. Let's take it down to, what do you think, like an 8th health left, so we can dash over here, knock it down, and then fight the Moonlord straight away. I don't really remember the order of how things go down at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's just a case of destroying it and then he spawns in, yeah? So let's... Fuck me, really? I mean, I healed the second we friggin' spawned then. I want to make sure there's only one hit in it. Anyway, I think that's the important thing so that we can get over here and fucking get rid of this spawn point too. That's getting on my nerves. Right, get out of there, Chief. Fly. What? It's because we're crunching mushrooms. Well, that explains a fucking lot. Okay. Oh! Oh, I was a little bit overzealous there, I will admit. Impending doom approaches. Doesn't it just? Oh, good. Oh, the screen's doing a bit of a spooky. It's doing a bit of a spooky. Sorry, can you bear with me a minute while I just get some gear here, Chief? Right, there we are. So make sure we got that on the top bar. Give ourselves a bit of a heal. Probably wouldn't hurt. Hello, nurse. Excuse me a minute. Sorry, can we... 12 gold! My God, she's got pretty exorbitant with her prices recently, huh? And then... I don't really know the best way to go about this, whether or not the pirate ship is the best way to try and fight Moon Man. Well, let's see how we do. Should we be up now? I think we should probably be up now if we're going to be up. Oh! Oh, there he is. Hello. I don't remember how to fight you, Chief, I'll be honest. Oh, I remember. You have to, like, do enough damage to the hands at the same time. And then also damage to the heart at the same time or something like that. Or all of the eyes. You have to kind of do kind of equivalent damage, isn't it? Oh, my God. We're getting absolutely fucking swamped here. Yep. Well. That fills me with absolutely no confidence whatsoever. The fact that we've got to try and kill all those damn pillars again. Oh, God. That's really tough. That's really tough. I'm going to have to look up some sort of guide on that. I don't think I could just jump in blind to this one, I'm afraid. But from what I remember, when you defeat either his hand or the eye in his head, it spawns in. It makes the Tribe of Cthulhu, which is an enemy, as far as I recall, that you can't damage, right? So the trick to it is destroy all three around simultaneously, and then all three will spawn in, and you'll be in the second phase. Then when you defeat the second phase, obviously they despawn after that. I think that's how you do it anyway, but I don't remember how the fuck we're supposed to dodge all those attacks, because those were hitting like crazy. I need to go and total up the deaths as well. Whoops, I accidentally threw away a bed there. Well, there's 5. Oh, on the plus side, look, all 3 fragments convert into another fragment. So we should be able to get 2 attempts out of this, right? No, because we don't have another 20 of each one, because we're missing Vortex. Although we could turn some Stardust Fragment. I think we've got just enough for another 2. Well, that seems kind of fun. Nebula Blaze? What else we got? Oh, the summons. Oh, I never considered that, but the summon damage would help out a little bit, wouldn't it? Stardust Cell or Stardust Dragon. I mean, the Dragon is pretty good. But that would... I mean, the Dragon's considered better than the Cell, isn't it? But given that we've only got 1 minion capacity, I think the Cell would be better in that regard. I already have no clue. Anyway, that's what we want to make. And then let's see if we've got enough resources left over to make another one of those. So we're going to have to make... Oh, God. I don't think we're quite going to be able to pull this off, are we? We got 9 over there. Actually, no, we should be fine. Make 4 more of the... Okay, no, won't work. Okay, never mind. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a summoning staff, thanks. That's at least another slight bonus. I'm going to go for the cell staff. Again, because the dragon is a bit more beneficial when you have a big long boy, isn't it? So we'll go ahead and just go for the regular old cell. I think the cell's not bad anyway, so... Right, let's drop you in there. The only thing we are missing that actually could be helpful is the Frost Hydra staff that you get from the Frost chest in the dungeon, because that's another one of the stationary summons that actually wouldn't hurt too much, but, I mean, this guy's a little bit of a help. I think we will fight him on the Sky Bridge. I think that's not a terrible plan. The Terra Spark boots would come in super handy, but I don't know what we'd swap out. I mean, the Destroyer Emblem, perhaps? That's a really hard choice. 18% increased damage, essentially. 15%. Yeah, maybe swap out the Warrior Emblem for the Terra Spark boots. That way we've got the kind of maximum maneuverability we can possibly have. I might go for that. Let's go ahead and give you out for you, then. In hindsight, if we're also fighting at nighttime, the Celestial Shell is actually better than the Destroyer Emblem. So, in total, as long as we fight it at night, which I assume might be the only time you can fight it anyway, it gives a 12%, sorry, 10% melee speed. It gives a 15.1% melee damage. Sorry, 15.1 melee speed as well if you add on the werewolf form. It gives a 4% bonus to critical strike. It gives 1 HP life regeneration a second, 5% movement speed, 7 defense, minion knockback, whatever else. But that overall is obviously much, much better than the Destroyer Emblem. So if we equip the Celestial Shell instead, that will provide a slightly better bonus. God, I'm really going to try and min-max this. So, because honestly, grinding out the pillars constantly is going to be a massive pain in the ass. Another thing we can do, actually, is upgrade our healing potions, now that I think about it. Because we've got, all it takes is one of each fragment. And you can turn greater healing potions into whatever the hell the even bigger one is. I assume you have to do that at a potion? I have no idea whether we have to do it at the potion table or not. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, there we are. Super healing potion. That's another 50 life for each one. I'm going to use the rest of our fragments on that because I feel like it's going to be pretty damn beneficial. There we are. Wow, that's insane. Where did I put the grand plan? I want to make it so that we've got a couple of statues wide up as well. I know it won't help out massively given that we've got 2 fucking heart statues, but it's better than nothing, especially when they're just lying around. Where did I put the damn thing? Grand plan. It looks a little bit like that. I have no idea. We still don't have all of the accessories, by the way, to make the cell phone. A lot of people asking about that. Still can't do it. We're missing the last, like, the final fisherman gadget as well. We've got the fisherman's pocket bar. We've got, like, the fish finder. Oh, wait, the weather radio. Right, so we're missing the other one, whatever the hell that happens to be. According to the wiki, there's a slightly better set of gear we can use. It's a bit strange, but it's a it's like a mishmash set of Chlorophyte Mask, Valhalla Knight Breastplate, and Valhalla Knight Greaves. It says it outclasses Solar Flare armor prior to 1.4. Obviously, we're on 1.4 now, but we're using Beetle armor, specifically the Beetle armor scale mail variant, and it says that Beetle armor is a more accessible choice. The Beetle shell is the only choice you should consider if using Beetle armor, so i.e. the one we're not actually using. The Beetle scale mail set is outclassed by a combination of Chlorophyte Mask, Monk Shirt, and Valhalla Knight's Greaves / Squire Greaves. So regardless of whether or not, you know, it outclasses the Solar Flare set, it definitely outclasses the Beetle set. So we've got a choice of whether or not we want to just try and fight Moonlord now that I've crafted a few more potions here too, and set up a slightly better arena, not significantly, with the better healing potions, with particularly just using Solar Eruption rather than all the other crap I was using last time, or we try and fight the Eternia event first. How many Defender medals do we have? Because, like, one of these items is 75 Defender medals. Like, it's pretty damn expensive. I don't think we've got nearly that amount quite yet. We've got 11. So we're like a 1/7 of the way to getting 1 piece of armor. Might as well give it a go, though, see how we do, seeing as, you know, the only place up from here is Moonlord. It would be a shame to do Moonlord, then come back and do this. It kind of feels like we're doing it in the wrong order. And I mean, this can guarantee us some gear upgrades, too. And we can do this as much or as little as we like. So why is that not fucking working? Hello? Have I got to put it in my inventory and then stick it on the... large, flat, open area. Yeah, like a desert, for example. I think it's probably because of this hole here. Let me just go ahead and see if we can cover that over. How about now? Are we good? You bitch. Oh, wow, doesn't matter too much there. Right, let's try it again. Oh, yep, that's done it. Okay. So this is going to be a lot harder than the Eternia events we've done before, because now we are in a post-Goblin world. On the plus side, though, we can get some relics out of it. And I believe there's also a pretty good magic weapon that we can get, too. I don't know if they've actually nerfed it at this stage or not, but I'm just going to stand here firing vampire knives off in every direction. I'm sure that'll be more than sufficient for this. I mean, the healing is insane with the vampire knives. Unfortunately, they don't do enough damage to keep the enemies pushed back, which is kind of a big deal in a tower defense game. Fucking hell, they're annihilating us. My God, I wasn't expecting it to be this difficult. I mean, I thought that we would kind of outpaced it at this stage, but I guess not, huh? Well, what is this one? Oh, no, that one gives us the creation shock, I remember. Let's get a little bit closer then and just start getting some heals off pretty early on, and then we'll back off back to the crystal when we're back to full health. Just to try and avoid... get away from that. Hey, how the fuck did you get there? Oh, shit. Maybe the arena's a little bit... Wow, this is fucking difficult. Christ, I thought this might be a little bit of a step in the right direction, but no, fuck this. I'm not messing around with this one. Let's just fight the damn Moonlord. Well, we're a werewolf now, apparently, so let's give it a go. Now, it does say on the wiki that the Celestial Sigil... Sorry, not the Celestial Sigil. The friggin' boat can outrun the Moonlord. It's actually suggested as the best item for maneuverability. I know I said I wasn't going to use the boat anymore, but maybe against this boss where we're not really limited so much in regards to where we go to fight the damn thing, might be the best option. Might be the best option. So what I'm going to do then is kill this fucking... Get out of here! God shit, every fucking time I'm about to do something important, you idiots turn up. So we're going to summon it and then just immediately hit the gas on the boat. I'll do the double dodge with the ninja gear and we'll just immediately get a move on here. Try and get back up to full health first, because I think every little bit of HP might make a bit of difference on this one. And again, we've got slightly more potions. We've got a celestial shell. We've got a bit more maneuverability in the term of the... I mean, if we're going to use the boat, Terra Spark is probably a bad idea in hindsight, aren't they? Let's go ahead and swap those back out then. We'll see if the wiki's right on this one. I've trusted it before and it's betrayed me, so... Alright, here we go. Oh, it takes a while to summon him. Shit. I didn't realize that we'd have to sit through all this rigmarole again. I thought that was just to give you a bit of a chance while you escape from the pillars. Okay, well, give it a minute. Whenever you're ready. Oh, there he is. Hello, friend. So I guess we could just... Ow, that fucking hurts. I guess we could just run. And, oh, he's caught me. He's done a bit of a grab. I was thinking we could just kind of fly away and then fire some vampire knives vaguely in his direction. God, he's a slow man. Oh, that's the insta-kill, isn't it? How do you avoid that? I guess you've got to fly clockwise around him, huh? Or anti-clockwise, or whatever the fucking... around him is what I'm getting at. Oh, well, that's a bit annoying. I guess I'll fight all of the pillars again. In conclusion, fuck the boat. Once again, fuck the boat. Good for getting from left to right, not so good for fighting any bosses. We will go for the Terror Spark boots in hindsight. That seems like a much more sensible idea. And I assume you can't summon the Moonlord while their pillars are active, right? We have to kill all of them again. Brilliant. Well, that was easy. Unsurprisingly, a little bit easier this time around. Oh, these are all in different places, are they? Oh, good. Oh, good. That's fine. So what you're telling me is all those banners I put down last time are completely pointless, because this one's now... Oh, wait, did the pillars spawn in random places? But in my last time, I had to stand on the sand, which is why I've marked it out like that, to actually call in the pillar. Man, these guys are getting absolutely shredded now that we've got a decent weapon. Although I feel like we fought them last time, did we not? With the... Because I'm actually using buffs this time, that's probably more likely. We fought them last time with Solar Flower, didn't we? Nebula Pillar was the one that we did third. I think I even got hit on this pillar. This was just a case of hiding indoors and killing with this. This weapon has been a complete game changer. Like, genuinely, it is so good. And then just quickly take you down if we can, please. Stay away. Stay away. Don't you dare. I swear to God, if I die now when we're just about to take the damn thing down. Sweet. Okay, so that's Nebula Pillar, Vortex Pillar, and Death. And death? Ah, shit. I think I accidentally just smashed the last pillar. So I guess we'll fight the Moonlord now then, huh? Let's go back to... Excuse me. Let's go back to base. Grab the potions quickly. No more fucking around with the pirate ship this time, because I think it's just going to get me killed. The good thing is, though, even if we fail against Moonlord now, we've got all the various Vortex Fragments, so we can just build another Moonlord summoning thing and then get slightly more prepared if that's necessary. Let's go ahead and grab absolutely everything. Thank you very much. What are the good potions? Oh, I still got some good potions. Nice. Okay. I also think I forgot to buff up the first time. Oh, he's here already. Hello. It's very rude of you. I wasn't prepared for this. Right, let's get to it. So I've got this weapon. We're gonna just fly around. We'll just fly around and try not to get killed too horribly. I'm going to get on the pirate ship for a second. Bear with me here. It's the death laser. That's the only thing I don't quite know how to handle. If we do something like that. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's fucking easy. Easy boss fight all around. I think I'm still going to get... Oh, he's chomping me. So the balancing is going to be the real pain in the arse here. Getting all of the hands roughly towards the same level, whilst also not being killed by his horrible big old lasers. That fucking thing. Oh! The brain. The brain saved us then, or it might have been the ninja gear, or whatever. Something saved us, that's the point. Okay, just take it carefully. Okay, I want to hit the one on his head soon, because we're starting to... Okay, that hand I think is squishy enough now to just really kind of move on a little bit. I'm just going to constantly... Fuck, it saved us again. Shit. So it starts at the bottom by the looks of it. I don't know if there's a way to preempt it at all. Let's go for his brain now. Oh, I need to also keep him on the sky bridge. Otherwise, if he fires his laser, we're so fucked. How am I supposed to know when he's going to do his laser? Oh. Okay. Apparently, you got to watch out for the phantasmal spheres, whatever those are. I assume it's that thing. Okay. Right, so that's not so tricky to avoid the laser, then. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to avoid it if... kind of similar to that situation we were in before. Fuck knows what a phantasmal sphere is, though. Have we got everything else? Right, we're good. So I don't think I picked up the fragments from one of the towers, right? The Stardust fragments. I feel like I didn't even kill the Stardust tower. Weirdly enough. Maybe that was one I killed last and didn't pick the fragments up before Moonlord spawned. Ah, there we go. Okay, it was this one. My bad. I don't know why, but I thought that was another... I thought there was another tower after that one there. Right, so we should be able to craft at least 3 more summoning items. We might be able to, with some of the... gear swaps, be able to get slightly more than that. Okay. Zoologists arrived. Fantastic news. Right, so we've got you. And then in terms of buffs, Yeah, see, we're quite clearly lacking some. We normally have a bar and then, what was it, like 2 extra, like 12 buffs in total, something like that, 13? So we're missing a little bit here and there. I'm specifically keeping all the banners, too, so that we can put those up kind of everywhere. If we put one of each on all of the 4 spawning points, if I have to fight the pillars again, we haven't got anything to worry about, because we'll get a little bit of bonus damage there. Right, cool. So we can craft a fair amount of these. Lunar hook. Guess we might as well craft that, huh? I mean, I'm using the hook a decent amount. I don't know exactly what this one does, though. Oh, it's got all 4... I don't know if that's better than the teleport hook, to be honest. I mean, the teleport hook has the bonus of just getting you around quite fast. I think I'm going to go back to the other one. Oh, well. We've got a free lunar hook now. I'll just go ahead and dump that in the chest. I might have to watch a guide on this guy. I hate to say it. This might not be the one of the few that I can't just brute force my way through, weirdly enough. Is anything else useful here? Dragon, I mean, it might be better. Whatever. Anyway, we've got 2 more. Shit. We were lacking. Vortex fragments. We can make a few more vortex fragments, and then that should give us enough to craft another one. Let's be careful. Right. Oh, 18. 19. Shit. Oh, and I've used up too many solar fragments. Right, okay, so that's all we had anyway. Bollocks. 2 more attempts. Just watched the last attempt back, and to be honest, it was somewhat unlucky. So we got hit by the first cycle on the attack of his phantasmal sphere. Apparently, the way to tell is him moving his hands out from the center of his body, but we got hit by the first one where the animation had just started, so there was no real way to... You might be able to count it, you know, you might be able to count his particular attack cycles and then kind of predict it a little bit. But we were also 7 seconds on the potion cooldown. Normally it wouldn't be an insta-kill, but we hadn't quite yet obviously gone off of that cooldown and just got unlucky that we got hit by the first one. So it was kind of a combination of 2 different things to worry about there. The other thing I thought was there isn't a way to teleport around his laser attack pretty safely without having to worry about the brain or the Master Ninja Gear saving us or getting lucky with our maneuvering, and that's just the Rod of Discord. Let's give it another go. Let's give it another go. If we don't get it today, we'll definitely get it tomorrow, mark my words. And if we fail now, it just means that between episodes I can preemptively fight the pillars again, get some more stuff and get a few attempts lined up. So that tomorrow we aren't just going in with obviously 1 attempt. I'll make sure we've got more than a few. And then tomorrow the moon will fall. I mean, maybe today. Hey, maybe right now. Let's not be so negative all the time. I'm obviously going to stick with the solar eruption because that is still ridiculously powerful. Again, there could be an argument made for making a better arena, which again, I could definitely get done between episodes. Put down some heart lanterns, campfires. We could stick down some extra bridge layers as well, so I've got a bit more maneuverability. I think this is all right, though. I think with the way we've got right now, given that we've got the pirate ship with the ninja dash into the pirate ship too, that combo is quite nice. In terms of maneuverability, as long as I can execute it decently, we quite literally cannot get any better. It's whether or not I'm, you know, it's whether or not I'm good enough to actually pull that one off, which is a different debate entirely. Okay, so same strategy as we were doing just then. We've got to be kind of prepared for those fantastic... So that attack is what we've got to be more prepared of. I just happened to be right on top of it last time, so I got kind of unlucky. But basically, they will explode and do a shitload of damage. Man, I'm getting absolutely destroyed this time. Fuck. I mean, I didn't buff up, but there's no excuse for that. Good God. Okay, we'll give it one last go. Wow, that was nuts. That was like completely night and day compared to the last attempt. We got it down quite far, and then this one is just like 2 seconds and it was over. Fuck me. Okay, let's try that again. Still nighttime as well, so I don't mind giving this last attempt. And then we'll find out whether or not I've got to do these fucking pillars again, huh? Right. Maybe the boots wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe I should go back to the boots rather than... You know what, let's do it. Fuck it. What should I swap out? We'll swap out the... I said it was this one last time that gave the lowest amount of... The lowest amount of damage per slot. Alright. Let's do it. Buff up. He seemed to spawn in really fast this time as well. I wonder if it correlates to the amount of attempts you've made or something like that. But he was... Oh, fuck, I didn't fully heal. Bollocks. Well, that could be a problem. No, you know what? It's just going to force me to play better. That's a great reasoning right there. Now, there are some other strategies we could try. We could get on the pirate ship, use the other solar weapon we've got, the javelins, and we could outrun him and just throw the javelins behind us in the hopes that they'd hit. It would be massively inaccurate, and it will obviously be kind of risky as well, because if the death laser comes in, I'd have to use the Rod of Discord to avoid it. But it might work. We need the range. Like last time, obviously, I was messing around with the... I was messing around trying to use the... Help me. What's it called? The vampire knives, which ended pretty unspectacularly. Now, that's kind of how we're expected to avoid the eyes by the looks of it. Apparently, if you hang around too long, they will just blow up. Oh, come on. You can't swap... I don't know if you heard that then, but I was actually trying to swap weapon. But I think because I had... I think because I was moving and attacking, the game couldn't take any more inputs or something ridiculous like that. Anyway, I did try and dodge that, I promise. Just the game wasn't on my side so much. Let's get a heal in now, fuck it. We could have potentially waited a little bit longer, but there's no point going for the risk, is there? Oh, that actually worked that time. And it completely took me by surprise. Fucking hell. Yeah, it seems to be a bit weird on swapping weapon mid-combat. Maybe it's because I was attacking with the thing as I was trying to switch over. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Oh, that would make some more sense. I thought maybe it would interrupt the attack, but I guess if you... Yeah, you see that. I can't swap over to another item as we're mid-attack. Okay, so that strategy's not going to work so well. There's actually even a cooldown on it, look. Oh, that's a shame. Well, that puts that strategy in the bin as well. we can't attack and then swap weapon midway. Okay, I guess I'll go crack out a bunch more fucking Lunar Pillars then. This is actually going to drive me insane. I think I want to try the strategy where we just get on the boat and we just fucking fly and launch these behind us. Because they've got a decent range. I know it doesn't quite look it like that. But if we get up on the bridge and give this a go... And again, if we want to turn around mid-air, we just drop, use the ninja gear dash, and then we're immediately basically at maximum speed. So if we're going like this and flying backwards, the only thing I'd worry about is outrunning him. I need to see if he has the same effect as a destroyer, where it doesn't despawn as we're moving away. But this strategy genuinely might work. Either way, we'll give that a go tomorrow. The only downside to that, of course, as well, is that you wouldn't be able to destroy a little bit of the head, a little bit of the other hand, a little bit of the other hand, and then take out all three simultaneously. We just have to kind of hope we fucking hit something. If we can outrun the True Eyes of Cthulhu, it doesn't really matter. You know, it still doesn't really matter at that stage. Anyway, we'll give that a go tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. This could take a while to kill this fucking guy, because it's got a lot on his plate. Like I said, I've only already killed him once before in Terraria, so this is going to take a little bit getting used to. Thank you all for watching. A big thank you goes out to the insane top-tier level patrons who made this series possible in the first place. A big thank you goes out to Necrophilin, Noah, Gogolus, Emerald Ghost 11, Odie, Limpy George, Anthony Gawley, Scary Scurvy, Cobalt Lotus, Alex, Blue the Bard, Layla, Asuna Kirito, and Moses, and everyone else at the insane tier levels on Patreon, of course, for making the channel possible in the first place. And a big thank you as well goes out to Cody Cope, Matteo, Will Wade, Magister Militant, Monica Vargas, Harry Soft, Danny, Moira Valkyrie, Talar, Mason Fireblast, and Mythomatic for making Terraria the bonus series possible in the first place. I'm not sure why, but OBS, whenever I'm on this screen, likes to mute itself. Just getting a right pain in the ass, because now you just have to listen to me rattle off names without that jolly music in the background. See you all tomorrow.